Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to Movies That You Should Be Thankful For. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Now, the obvious choice would be Thanksgiving for this year, but I've decided to go with something else. I wanted to take a friend's recommendation this year, and a fellow YouTuber who hasn't been posting for quite a while, but is still a friend nonetheless. That's Jack from J Super Awesome. He had done an update and had this movie and explained what it was, and I said that sounds awesome, and it would be perfect to do for Thanksgiving. But boy, I had trouble finding this film. Let me tell you. And the film of which I speak is Blood Freak. Now, Blood Freak is a 1972 film which runs approximately 80 minutes and is written and directed by Brad F. Ginter and Steve Hawks. Now this stars Steve Hawks as Herschel, Dana Colvin as Anne, and Heather Glinter as Angel. Now the victim that gets his leg cut off was actually a real amputee. And Steve Hawks said that when this movie was made, it was a sad time for him. And Steve Hawks also named his character Herschel after the legendary Herschel Gordon Lewis. This is a weird one. Now, of course, this is movies that you should be thankful for, and I honestly believe that you should be thankful for this movie. However, this movie is not going to be for everyone. Let me get into a synopsis. This is a slasher movie, or from what they call a proto-slasher. You know how I love that term. But this is about a guy named Herschel who's kind of straight-laced and is with this woman who is also straight-laced. They don't do drugs. They are into Christianity, and the woman has a sister who is a drug doer. She's very promiscuous, and she's trying to get to Herschel because, I mean, Herschel's a big guy, and he's like built, like almost looks like a amateur bodybuilder. But he kind of blows her off and says, "I'm not interested. I don't do drugs. I'm here to explore Christianity." But she does not let up. And this is kind of a cautionary tale of what happens when you give in to your instincts. So he ends up with the sister, the troubled sister, and starts doing drugs and starts sleeping with her. Not only that, but he ends up getting a job at a turkey farm where they are processing turkeys. They're not only doing that, though, they're also experimenting with turkeys. And in experimenting with turkeys, they experiment on him. And he becomes a deranged killer, picking off people at random. I'm going to leave it there. There is more to the story, of course. Not much, but there is more to the story. This is a very odd film. This feels like a Herschel Gordon Lewis film to some degree. It's very psychedelic, very 70s. So if that's not your bag, I get it. But I had a blast, an absolute blast with this movie. I wasn't sure what to expect at first because it does start out kind of slow, but they are kind of building their cautionary tale. So, if you like slasher movies, I think that this is one that you will definitely get something out of. It's different, definitely different. And I like different, I like original. So, I wanted to say thank you to Jack, J Super Awesome, for this recommendation. I'm glad I finally was able to acquire a copy of it and review it for Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And remember, physical media matters. Don't eat too much. Peace.